So I've been debating on where I should start this Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video because I have a lot of things to say about recent events, and the community also has a lot of things to say. So I'll be checking out some of the stuff that you guys have been saying. But right here, I have a clip that I pulled from social media. This comes from Bandai's The Dramatic Showdown Tournament. If you guys do not know what the tournament is, I'm going to do some rewinding after I watch this clip with you guys so you guys can be caught up. But this is from the grand finale of the France qualifiers. The grand finale, the grand finals, the final match. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how these competitive players are playing.
I'm running. I'm not fighting.
They we're trying to get 6 skill points.
2 zeros.
I don't know.
2 zeros. Up and down.
Oh yeah, we're swapping
The
out.
grand finals.
More six. What? We're doing it again.
This is competitive gameplay right here.
I'm running.
This is competitive gameplay, apparently. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that playing a little bit, but let me rewind. Let me go ahead and rewind so you guys know exactly how bad this is. So now to catch some of you guys up real quick, basically 2 weeks ago from me making this video right now, Bandai decided to announce the Dramatic Showdown Tournament, which includes a bunch of different countries around the world to see who is the best Dragon Ball Sparking Zero player in the world. And that clip that I showed you guys earlier was from the France qualifiers to see who's going to be the best player to come out of France. And here's a lot of the different rules that pertain to this tournament. So there's going to be 9 champions from each qualifying round to go to the grand finals. West and East United States has a slot. France, Italy, Japan, Germany, Mexico, the UK, and Spain. They don't show it on here, but there's also going to be a slot for, or a few slots for people that come from the Battle Hour. There's going to be qualifiers for the Battle Hour that's going to be happening next year. You know, Dragon Ball always has something going on for Battle Hour, so there's going to be slots for those people as well. But here's some of the rules. So the tournament format, best of 3 games, single elimination. The rules, team of characters within the limit of 15 DP, no items allowed, no restrictions on stage, 600 seconds because there's no unlimited time option in the game, which sucks. But yeah, and whoever comes out of each qualifying round has been given a character to use in the grand finals. In the grand finals, there's going to be single battles. There's not going to be DP battles as far as I know. And each character has been predetermined or predestined in this video. And I'm just going to go over that really quick so you guys can see. So France has been given Ultra Instinct Goku. Germany's been given Baby Vegeta. Battle Hour contender has been given Cell. West has been given Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So US might, whoever gets his hands on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, United States and the West has a good chance of winning the grand finals. Spain, Trunks, another Battle Hour, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Italy, Broly, you guys see everybody else on the screen. So yes, this from the video seems like a very cool tournament, a really good idea by Bandai to get the community talking, and the community is talking. I'll tell you that. The community is definitely talking. Here's the bracket right now to see who's going to be playing who. So I think US West is, yeah, US West is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then Battle Hour contender is going to be Cell. So yeah, here's the layout. But to go back to that clip that we saw earlier, yeah, it's got the community talking right now, and it's pretty bad. But not only is it a bad thing, it is also a good thing, because while this tournament's going on, Bandai's watching it. They placed this tournament. They are hosting the tournament. This is their own. This is, they're seeing what is wrong with their baby right now, and they just cannot say like, oh, we're not seeing any of the problems, because they're seeing it. They placed the tournament and they're seeing a lot of what's been going on. And just to replay what happened in this clip and to explain what's going on, if you guys do not play Sparking Zero a lot, or if you guys have not seen anybody use Dr. Zero or 19, basically what they're doing is when you're dashing up and down like that, usually characters, they lose ki, but since they're androids, they do not lose ki by dashing. So they're going to keep doing that up and down movement to gain more skill points or blast stock points to use false courage, which then they'll use false courage to drain your fucking energy and spam that over and over again. But this is also a tactic that can be used to stall out time. If your characters have a lot more health than the other characters or that the person is using, then they can just keep doing this up and down without losing ki stalling time and also getting more skill points to use if they need it. And that's a very cheesy tactic. So Bandai seeing this, they're thinking like, oh, this is about to be some great matches in the qualifier round to see who's the best players in the world. But little did they know, the best players in the world and the competitive players in the community are people that know how to use cheese very, very well. They might be good at the game, you know, they might know how to do combos and all that good stuff, but the cheese is what gets you wins. And they don't realize that people are not fighting fair online. We in the community know what people are doing. A lot of you guys watching this video might be doing this when you're playing rank matches online. And what's funny is, I'm going to get to it in a second, but first I'm going to just go ahead and read a lot of the stuff people have been saying in this tournament, or what they've been saying when it comes to this clip and what's been going on. This guy named Greasy Pixel, he says, currently watching the France Online qualifiers for the Dramatic Showdown. The state of the game is disappointing. December's patch cannot come soon enough. Now, I don't know if the patch is going to include a lot of the stuff we've seen, because they probably already had some things they had, you know, on their list of things to get to. But with what's been going on with these qualifiers, they might have to have a lot more added onto the list. And let's see what people have been saying. Yeah, this is insane. I've been told this was done intentionally to draw the developers' attention to the game's problems. Now, if the France players are intentionally doing this, or if all the qualifying players are doing this to show how bad the game is, then big ups to them. But honestly, I just feel like they're doing this just so they can win, me personally. And it's just within them doing that, it's showing Bandai what's going on with the game. I don't think they're doing it intentionally. Both of them straight up using the exact same characters and tactics. You should have seen the quarterfinals. It was way worse. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not watching all of these qualifiers. I've just seen clips of what's been going on Twitter. So there's already been a Mexico one 9 days ago. 8 days ago was Germany. 2 days ago was UK. Yesterday, for me making this video, was France. So we still have US West, US East, Italy, Japan, yeah, and Spain. I don't think, yeah. So there's still quite a few more qualifying rounds to go through. And Bandai, I'm pretty sure they're like, we made this, or Spike Chunsoft and Bandai are like, we really made this game. This is really what's been happening. Because now they can't just look away and not listen to the community, because they're seeing it themselves. We've been saying a lot of these issues, a lot of these problems with the game that make the game cheesy, and it's really not even the players. It's not the players' fault, because people are going to play the way they play. No matter what game, there's going to be those people that exploit the game and not fight fair. But it's Bandai that has put those mechanics in the game to where people can exploit them very bad. Because every game has something that can be exploited, and people are going to find it and use it. But the amount of things that can be exploited in this game and cheesed in this game, it makes it unfun. If you guys know, I'm not even going to go through it. I've talked about it plenty of times, but you guys know exactly what the issues are with this game. And let's see, generally, what does flying up and down do? I already explained this, but he says ascending and descending will not allow your opponent to drag and dash to your lock on. Oh yeah, that too. It makes it a lot harder to drag and dash onto the opponent, because they'll drag and dash to you when you at a certain point, but then when he goes back down, what are you going to do? You're going to drag and dash again and use your key and keep trying to do that over and over again? It's going to be an annoying thing to try and get somebody that's doing that, especially with the Dr. Giro or 19 player that doesn't lose key, so they can keep doing it continuously. You can catch somebody if they're using like Goku or something, because they're going to lose key eventually. But Android, you can still Z-dash to them in some circumstances. If you're close enough, you can spam combo and they fly into you, or some characters ultimate shoot straight up and you can still connect. Running like this is a hassle to deal with, but you can get lucky. So here's the thing. He's right. You can definitely somehow combo into it if they're going up and down, or getting them with an ult or something, a special attack. But the key word here is lucky. The fact that you have to get lucky to get somebody to stop cheesing, that's an issue. It's a big issue. It's not hard to counter at all. Just use super that, bro. The fact that you got to even do that. And here's the thing too. These are pros. They made it to the qualifier rounds for a reason. And they're going to be some of these players are going to be in the finals. They know how to counter your counter. A great player, a great Dragon Ball Sparking Zero player that also knows how to cheese, they're unstoppable. It's one thing if there's a cheese player, or if a casual player plays a cheeser because the casual player is not gonna know how to fight against them, or if somebody that does have skill that's not a cheeser fights a cheeser, they can counter their cheesing because they're better skill wise than a cheeser. But imagine a lot of these players that are in the qualifying round, they are great players. They're very, very skilled players that also cheese. So you can't out cheese a cheeser or out counter a cheeser that's great at the game that knows how to counter your You get what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do when it comes to people that are like that. I got the belief that the game ain't bad, but more so it's the players spamming these cheap ass techniques, including key blast spamming and instant sparking that's ruining it. That being said, the shit need to get fixed because it's atrocious. I agree these tactics should not be this exploitable. Matches that are played as intended are often great. They are. I've had some really good matches where there was no cheese in sight. It was just straight up hands. There was some key blasts in there, some rush attacks, and it was a really fun game. Y'all took game meant for casual play and turned it competitive. What the fuck were you expecting? The people that are saying this game is competitive or have been saying that this game is competitive, look at this shit. I'm sorry. This game is not competitive. This is competitive gameplay. This is competitive gameplay. Is this fun to watch? Is this fun to do? Because I'm not doing this to rank up to S rank or Z rank. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys did that just to get the rating or get the rank, the big Z rank next to your name. But I'm not doing all this to get to that rank. I'm sorry. I'll stay in B. I'll stay in A. But I'm not resorting to this to get wins personally. Then also there's another person that had something to say. Globku, you guys may have seen a lot of his stuff on YouTube. He's a big YouTuber in the anime community. He has some things to say too. What happened yesterday during the France tournament was just unacceptable. We get the sparking isn't competitive game, but as soon as you put on a tournament like this, you have to respect the player's choice. Telling a player to switch characters in grand finals is not okay. That is another thing that I saw people were talking about. Bandai themselves had to go to a player mid-tournament, mid-game, to say, hey, switch players. You're cheesing too much. You know how crazy that sounds? You know how crazy that sounds. They were like, damn. They sat back.
Damn, our game really plays like this? A lot of you guys are doing this in our game? Y'all need to stop doing this. Choose a different character. Use a different character. We're not doing this in a tournament. It's making us look bad.
They have, hey, Bandai and Spike Chunsoft have a lot of demons at the face. They have a lot of demons they have to fix, and with this game, they like I said earlier, it's a good and a bad thing that this is happening. It's bad that the game is what it is, and a lot of us have been saying this, that it needs to be fixed. A lot of you guys that have been denying a lot of the stuff that's been going wrong with the game and saying, oh, the game does not need to be patched. I'm going to assume you guys are the people that do exactly what we just saw. If you're saying this game has no issues, I'm assuming you do exactly what they're doing with Giro, 19, Giants, all that kind of stuff. I'm assuming you're a cheeser, because this is bad. This is why I have not played Dragon Ball. I have not hopped into an online match for probably a week and a half. Personally, like, I still play the game. I'm actively right now going through all the what if scenarios just to say I did it. But online, I have not played since I think I played with Seiran. I made a video with him, but I've not played a game or online game in a week and a half, specifically because of players like that. Okay, so Globku actually has more to say. He says Hollister was told to play seriously and switch out of Dr. Giro and Android 20. France is the strongest region in Europe, and no one hosting this tournament had the slightest clue about what's strong in Sparking Zero. They thought those were joke picks. He let the staff know, if I do that, I lose. They forced him to do it anyway. Bandai Namco, this is the game you built. Like it or not, you have to respect the players who put in the time to master it. And yesterday you violated that player choice during an official tournament. I don't even agree with chat spamming fix your game when we have a patch coming out in December that changes system mechanics, but chat saying fix your game is not the player's fault. A game not being competitive can't serve as an excuse for decisions like this. He's spitting, but like I said earlier, it's crazy. Mid-game, Bandai themselves went to bro and said, chill out, pick somebody else. And bro knows that he's playing fellow skilled cheesers. He's saying, if I can't cheese, they're gonna cheese. They're just as skilled as me. And if I am a great player that's not cheesing, but they're a great player that's cheesing, I'm gonna lose. The player, Hellister, whatever how you say his name, he knew if he stopped cheesing, the other player is gonna cheese too. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. He says before they even announced this tournament series, they had multiple tournaments to look at to decide the rule set. TNS showed them how bad the rule set would be. They ignored it, so they knew. The consequences should not be on the players. Rant over further. Okay, so wow. So they already had tournaments beforehand shown, and players were showing them what was going on. I'm assuming that they just thought that players would play normal in the tournament because it's being broadcasted. Nah. Wow. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to say, man. This game, it's sad to see this game going through so much so soon. It's only been a month and 2 weeks since this game has been out, and it's always something. Like, not only have I been put off by just how the game has played or how this game is set up in a way that enables a lot of this stuff to happen, and I've been put off by that. And not only have I been put off by that, but just the discourse and the constant back and forth between the people in the community, that also has put me off on this game. And it's just sad to see this going out like this. Like, I mean, I guess all we can say is we'll wait for the patch. We'll wait for the patch to come through, see what they actually decide to change. But when it comes to this, like, what will they do? What will they actually change? When it comes to Giro 19, whatever, like, will they now make androids lose ki? But that's never been a thing in any Dragon Ball game. So they're kind of like, what is that something they can actually do? I don't know. I don't know where this game is headed. I really don't know where this game is headed. Like, I'm looking forward to the season pass with superhero characters. I personally am enjoying Daima, so I'm excited to see, the Daima characters drop, and hopefully we get some more customization options in the game, more maps and stuff like that. But as far as just the core gameplay, what can they do? We saw what they did with, Yajirobe. They made him he has to get an extra blast stock. He has to have, or they made Senzu Bean have to be, you have to use 6 blast stocks or something like that. I don't even use Yajirobe, so I can't remember exactly all the details, but they patched some things in, and there's some things you don't see anymore, but it's only so much they can do. I feel like Bandai is now seeing the whole let's make the game lore accurate thing in 2024. It was great back on, the PS2 when you're playing with friends on the couch, but playing online with any game, I said this earlier, people are going to find things to exploit, and the game not being properly balanced, and them trying to properly balance it. I feel like I'm still ranting, but they said this reminded me of something they said in the announcement. So I'm just going to play it right here. I'm pretty sure they say this. In a unique format, since there could be slight difference between the character's power level, we will balance them using different items available in the game. More details will be announced. So they intentionally made, before, like, developing this game, they intentionally made it to where it's accurate to the manga, accurate to the anime, But in the tournament, they decide, oh, let's make this balanced. In the tournament. So now I'm like, because I've been saying in ranked matches, there should be some balancing. In ranked matches, there should be some balancing. In player match, it shouldn't matter. In player match, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can have 8 bars and Yajirobe can have 1. But in ranked matches, I've always said the HP should be balanced. Attack can be a little bit strong, depending on what character. Attack should be a little bit stronger than somebody that's weaker. But they're going back a lot on a lot of things they said in this tournament. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm ranting. I'm talking about a lot. You guys might be able to gel with what I'm saying or get what I'm saying, but I can keep going. And I'm not going to. That is the end of the video. Peace.